Are you ready to automate the impossible? Ansible is the backbone of modern DevOps. But the certification exam is designed to test your real-world troubleshooting skills, not just theory. In this video, we will cover Ansible Automation Certification Practice Questions, DevOps Infrastructure as Code Tutorial. Master DevOps Ansible Automation with this comprehensive practice exam guide. In this video, we dive deep into 30 high-yield practice questions designed to mimic the actual Ansible automation certification exam. We cover everything from advanced playbooks and inventory management to Ansible Tower and collection development. Before we start, make sure to grab a pen and paper to track your score. Let's see if you can get a perfect 30 out of 30. Which of the following commands allows you to view the list of hosts in a specific group? Web servers from a custom inventory file named hosts.ini. Option A. Ansible Web Servers iHosts.ini, list hosts. Option B. Ansible Inventory iHosts.ini, group web servers. Option C. Ansible Playbook iHosts.ini, show hosts web servers. Option D. Ansible Web Servers Inventory hosts.ini, show. The correct answer is A. The Ansible command with the list hosts flag is the standard ad hoc way to verify which hosts are being targeted by a specific pattern or group within a given inventory file, while Ansible Inventory is used to view the inventory structure. It typically outputs JSON or a graph unless filtered specifically. Option A is the most direct and common method used by administrators to debug inventory patterns before running a playbook. You need to ensure a task runs only when a previous task has resulted in a changed status, even if the second task is in a different play. What is the best practice to achieve this? Option A. Use the when result changed conditional by registering a variable in the first task. Option B. Use a handler to trigger the second task. Option C. Use set_fact to create a global variable and check it in the second play. Option D. Handlers are the only way to track changes across plays. The correct answer is C. Handlers are local to the play in which they are defined. If you need to carry the knowledge of a change from play 1 foot to play 2, you must use set_fact with cacheable yes or simply set_fact and target the host, since register variables are also host specific but lost between plays if not handled carefully. Set_fact allows the state to be persisted across the execution lifecycle of different plays within the same playbook run. In Ansible, which variable has the highest precedence? Option A. Role defaults. Option B. Inventory vars. Option C. Extra vars. E in command line. Option D. Playbook vars. The correct answer is C. Ansible has a very specific order of precedence for variables. 22 levels in total. Extra vars passed via the command line using E or extra vars always win and override any variables defined in playbooks, roles, or inventories. This is intended to allow users to override default behavior at runtime without modifying the code. What happens by default if a task fails on one host in a group during a playbook execution? Option A. The entire playbook stops for all hosts. Option B. Execution stops only for that specific host, but continues for others. Option C. Ansible retries the task 3 times before skipping it. Option D. The host is rebooted automatically to attempt a fix. The correct answer is B. Ansible's default behavior is to fail fast on a per-host basis. If a task fails on host A, but succeeds on host B, host A is removed from the rotation for the rest of the playbook to prevent inconsistent states. However, the playbook will continue to execute subsequent tasks for host B and any other hosts that haven't failed yet. How can you encrypt only a single string variable inside a YAML file instead of the whole file? Option A. Ansible Vault encrypt string. Option B. Ansible Vault encrypt secret. Option C. Ansible Vault seal string. Option D. It is not possible. You must encrypt the whole file. The correct answer is A. The Ansible Vault encrypt string command was introduced to allow for inline encryption. This is highly useful for keeping your YAML files human-readable while only obscuring sensitive data like passwords or API keys. You can then paste the output, which starts with vault, directly into your variable files. Which module is used to copy files from the local control machine to the remote managed nodes? Option A, fetch. Option B, push. Option C, copy. Option D, move. The correct answer is C. The copy module is used to send files from the local system to the remote nodes. Conversely, the fetch module is used to pull files from remote nodes back to the control machine. The copy module also allows you to set permissions, ownership, and perform validation checks. In an Ansible role, which directory is used to store the main logic of the role? Option A, meta. Option B, vars. Option C, tasks. Option D, handlers. The correct answer is C. The tasks directory is the heart of an Ansible role. It must contain a main.iml file which lists the primary sequence of actions the role will perform. Other directories like vars and meta are for variables and role dependencies, respectively. What is the purpose of the block keyword in Ansible? Option A. To prevent a task from running. Option B. To group tasks and apply shared directives or error handling. Rescue, always. Option C. To create a loop that runs multiple times. Option D. To define a block of text in a template. The correct answer is B. Blocks allow you to logically group tasks. This is useful for applying a when conditional to multiple tasks at once. More importantly, blocks enable error handling. Rescue tasks run if the block fails. And always tasks run regardless of success or failure. Similar to try, catch, finally in programming. How does Ansible handle multiple inventory sources provided via the command line? Option A. It only uses the last one provided. Option B. It merges them together. Option C. It throws an error. Only one inventory can be used. Option D. It runs the playbook twice. Once for each inventory. The correct answer is B. Ansible allows you to specify I multiple times. When you do this, Ansible merges the hosts and groups from all specified sources. This is particularly useful when combining a static inventory file with a dynamic inventory script, e.g., combining on-prem servers with AWS instances. Ansible templates use which templating engine? Option A, mustache. Option B, Jinja 2. Option C, herb. Option D, Python format. The correct answer is B. Ansible uses Jinja 2 for all templating and variable interpolation. This allows for powerful logic inside configuration files, such as loops to generate config lines for every host in a group or conditionals to change settings based on the OS family. Where is the default configuration file for Ansible located? Option A, /etc/ansible/ansible.cfg. Option B, ~Ansible, conf. Option C, /usr/bin/ansible.cfg. Option D, /etc/ansible/config.yaml. The correct answer is A. The system-wide default configuration file is /etc/ansible/ansible.cfg. However, Ansible searches for configs in a specific order. Ansible_config env variable, ansible.cfg in the current directory, then ~ansible.cfg, and finally /etc/ansible/ansible.cfg. Which parameter is used in a playbook to enable sudo privilege escalation for a task? Option A, sudo, yes. Option B, become, yes. Option C, admin, true. Option D, escalate, true. The correct answer is B. Become, yes, is the modern and preferred way to handle privilege escalation in Ansible. While sudo was used in very old versions, become is abstraction-friendly, allowing Ansible to use sudo, su, figexec, dos, and others depending on the target OS. If you want to speed up a playbook and you know you don't need any system information, which directive should you use? Option A, gather_facts. No. Option B, skip_facts. True. Option C, facts. Disable. Option D, check_mode. Yes. The correct answer is A. By default, Ansible runs a setup module at the start of every play to gather system information, IPs, OS version, etc. If your playbook doesn't use these variables, setting gather_facts no can significantly reduce execution time, especially when managing hundreds of hosts. Which keyword is currently the standard for iterating over a list of items in a task? Option A, with _items. Option B, loop. Option C, iterate. Option D, for _each. The correct answer is B. While with _items is still supported for backward compatibility, loop is the recommended and standard way to iterate over simple lists in modern Ansible. It is more concise and intended to replace the various with _x lookup plugins for most use cases. What is the difference between the command and shell modules? Option A, there is no difference. Option B, the shell module is faster. Option C, the shell module processes commands through a shell, like bin, shish, allowing for pipes and redirections. Option D, the command module allows for environment variables, while shell does not. The correct answer is C. The command module is safer because it does not process the command through a shell on the remote node. This means variables like $hostname and operations like pipes or greater than redirection won't work. Use shell only when you specifically need shell-specific features. How can you tell Ansible to ignore a failure on a specific task and continue with the rest of the playbook? Option A. Ignore _errors. Yes. Option B. Failed when false. Option C. Force _continue. True. Option D. On _failure. Skip. The correct answer is A. Setting ignore _errors. Yes on a task ensures that even if the task returns a failed status, Ansible will treat it as a success for the purpose of continuing the play. This is useful for tasks where failure is expected or non-critical. What is the command to install a role from Ansible Galaxy? Option A. Ansible Galaxy get less than role _name greater than. Option B. Ansible Galaxy install less than role _name greater than. Option C. Ansible role install less than role _name greater than. Option D. Ansible Galaxy download less than role _name greater than. The correct answer is B. Ansible Galaxy install is the standard command to pull community-contributed roles from the Galaxy Hub into your local environment. You can also specify a requirements.iml file to install multiple roles at once. You want a task to run only if the operating system is either Red Hat or CentOS. Which syntax is correct? Option A. When Ansible _OS _family == Red Hat or CentOS. Option B. When Ansible _distribution in Red Hat, CentOS. Option C. If Ansible _distribution == Red Hat or CentOS. Option D. When Ansible _OS _family == Red Hat. The correct answer is B. In Python, which Jinja 2 Ansible follows when x == y or z is always true because z is a non-empty string. The correct syntax is to use the in operator against a list of values. Note that for Red Hat and CentOS, the Ansible _OS _family is actually just Red Hat. So B is the most robust check against Ansible _distribution. Which flag is used to check the syntax of a playbook without actually executing it? Option A. Check. Option B. Syntax check. Option C. Dry run. Option D. T. The correct answer is B. The syntax check flag runs the playbook through the YAML and Ansible parser to find errors like improper indentation or missing mandatory keys. Check. Dry run actually attempts to simulate the execution against hosts. Which is different? What does serial 2 feet do when defined at the play level? Option A. It runs the play on only 2 hosts total and then stops. Option B. It runs the play on 2 hosts at a time until all hosts in the group are finished. Option C. It ensures the tasks are run in serial order, one by one, for every host. Option D. It retries the play 2 times. The correct answer is B. The serial keyword controls the rolling update behavior. instead of running a task on all 100 servers simultaneously, which might crash a service. Serial 2 feet tells Ansible to complete the entire play for 2 hosts before moving on to the next 2. This is critical for zero downtime deployments. Where should you store sensitive data variables to follow best security practices in a production environment? Option A. Inside the playbook as plain text. Option B. In an Ansible Vault encrypted file. Option C. In the host_vars directory as plain text. Option D. In a separate public GitHub repository. The correct answer is B. Ansible Vault is the built-in solution for encrypting variables and files. By using Vault, you can commit your infrastructure code to version control, like Git, without exposing passwords, as only those with the Vault password can decrypt the data during runtime. Which module would you use to create a symbolic link? Option A, link. Option B, file. Option C, symlink. Option D, path. The correct answer is B. The file module is a multi-purpose tool for managing files, directories, and links. To create a symbolic link, you set, state, link and provide the src, source, and path, destination. When do handlers typically execute in a play? Option A. Immediately after the task that notified them. Option B. At the end of each play, after all tasks are finished. Option C. Only if the playbook fails. Option D. At the beginning of the play. The correct answer is B. By default, handlers run at the very end of a play. Once all tasks have been attempted, they only run if they were notified by a task that reported a changed status. This ensures that a service like Apache is only restarted once, even if multiple configuration tasks changed. What is the primary benefit of Ansible collections over the old monolithic Ansible structure? Option A. Collections make Ansible run faster. Option B. Collections allow modules and plugins to be updated independently of the Ansible core engine. Option C. Collections are written in YAML instead of Python. Option D. Collections remove the need for SSH. The correct answer is B. Introduced in Ansible 2.9, 2.10, collections are the new distribution format. They decouple modules, like AWS or Kubernetes modules, from the core Ansible code, allowing providers to release updates and new features without waiting for a full Ansible release cycle. Which file format is not natively supported for Ansible inventory? Option A, INI. Option B, YAML. Option C, JSON. Option D, XML. The correct answer is D. Ansible natively supports INI and YAML for static inventory files. It can also accept JSON if provided via a dynamic inventory script. XML is not a supported format for inventory files. What is the purpose of the failed underscore when keyword? Option A. To ignore errors. Option B. To define custom criteria for what constitutes a task failure. Option C. To run a task only when a previous task fails. Option D. To stop the play if a variable is undefined. The correct answer is B. Failed underscore when allows you to override Ansible's default failure logic. For example, if a command returns an exit code of 1 but you consider that a success, or if you want to fail if the output contains a specific string like error, database not found, you use failed underscore when. Which module is used to manage software packages on Debian-based systems? Option A, Yum. Option B, DNF. Option C, Apartment. Option D, Package. The correct answer is C. The apt module is specific to Debian and Ubuntu systems, while the package module is a generic wrapper that calls apt or yum automatically. Apt provides specific parameters, like update underscore cache, that are unique to the Debian package manager. You need to run only tasks tagged as security from a large playbook. Which command do you use? Option A, Ansible Playbook site.iml tags security. Option B, Ansible Playbook site.iml only security. Option C, Ansible Playbook site.iml t security. Option D, both A and C are correct. The correct answer is D. The tags flag and its short form alias T are used to filter task execution by tags. This is a powerful feature for running specific subsets of a playbook without executing the entire file. How does Ansible communicate with Windows managed nodes? Option A, SSH. Option B, WinRM. Option C, RDP. Option D, Telnet. The correct answer is B. While Linux hosts are typically managed over SSH, Windows hosts use Windows Remote Management, WinRM, or, more recently, SSH, if configured. However, WinRM remains the most common and native connection method for Windows automation in Ansible. Which keyword allows you to run a task on a host other than the one currently being targeted in the play, e.g., removing a host from a load balancer? Option A, delegate underscore to. Option B, run underscore once. Option C, local underscore action. Option D, remote underscore user. The correct answer is A. Delegate underscore to is used for tasks that must happen elsewhere. A classic example is a play updating a web server, but needing to run a task on the F5 load balancer, a different host, to disable traffic to that web server before the update starts. That wraps up our 30-question deep dive into Ansible automation. How did you do? If you found some of the hard questions challenging, don't worry. Ansible has a steep learning curve, but mastering these concepts makes you an invaluable DevOps engineer. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more DevOps certification content. Comment your score below. For the full-length practice exams with over 300+ questions and updated scenarios, check the link in the description below.